So here I am with the famous Geordie dancer David here, and the match is just about to kick off. We're playing Crystal Palace. We're here at St James's Park. What are you going to say, David?
Away the tune and let's win, let's get through.
Do you think we're getting gone far in this cup?
That remains to be seen. I can't answer that, but on our day we could beat anybody, couldn't we? We'll give anybody a game on our day, put it that way.
Hello and welcome to Geordieland 1892. Feeling a bit rough today after last night's celebrations. Newcastle through to the next round of the Carabao Cup, beating Crystal Palace on penalties in the end, 3-2. It was marvellous performance really by Nick Pope all round last night. I thought even in the 90 minutes he made some really good saves, and to step up in the end there with the penalties and save 3 out of the 5 penalties taken at him was quite astounding really. Newcastle did have a very changed team last night. It was kind of a Part B team. We knew that Eddie Howe was going to do that to give players a rest. Nick Pope starting in goal with Manquillo, Lascelles, the ever-present Dan Burn, and Matty Targett getting a run out. Sean Longstaff, John Joe Shelby, and Joe Linton back from his suspension, with Elliot Anderson, Chris Wood and Alan St Maximum up top. Last night's game, over 90 minutes, I wouldn't say it was a blockbuster. We did have chances, we did go close, but you know, it wasn't probably the best match we've seen in a long time, and we've been spoiled, haven't we, really, over the last month and a bit. There's been some amazing games to watch. It was a bit of a battle last night, to be fair. It was a bit like the Premier League encounter, where we drew 0-0. This one we drew 0-0 as well. And there was substitutions to come later to help the boys out, I think, in the end. But, you know, Newcastle, 13 shots on target to their 6, 4 on target, and they had 3 on target, which I already said. Nick Pope doing very, very well, doing excellently in some circumstances there last night. But our possession was 66% to their 34 last night. Mateta getting through here, and Nick Pope makes an absolutely fantastic save. John Joe Shelby, just shy, sees a goalkeeper off his line there. Tompkins back pass for Crystal Palace, Chris Wood getting on the end. And then Miggy, nearly 8 and 8, wasn't it? But we're asking the lad to do miracles, aren't we, really? So after 90 minutes, going straight to penalties afterwards, the match wasn't a classic, but I think we're starting to expect a bit too much, aren't we? But Newcastle, in the end, by the heroics of Nick Pope, getting through quite comfortably in the end, 3-2. Bruno did miss a penalty, but at the end of the day, we're into the next round. So here's some little interviews that I compiled in Shearer's Bar last night. And thanks for watching Geordieland 1892.
To be honest, I think it's surpassed everyone's expectations. I think we started off poor after the Nottingham Forest game. I think there's a lot more draws than people were expecting, but after sort of the last 5, 6, 7 games, I think it's been incredible. I think it's surpassed what anyone expected the season to be at this point. It's amazing. I hope it continues.
Think about the game tonight, and
I was pretty poor to be honest. Pretty poor, but I'm glad we won. Nick Pope was excellent. It was better when they brought the subs on. You know what I mean? But everything's gone great. Everything's rosy in the garden.
definitely. And Saturday, what do you reckon?
Oh, we're gonna
Right, Nick Pope, unreal in the pens. Had a shit game before, no, but it is what it is. Unreal pens, mate. Unreal game. 2-0, that's it.
What do you think about the season so far?
Class, mate. Class benders. Newcastle being where they should be, you know what I mean? Newcastle winning. That's how it should be, 2-0. That's all I have to say, mate.
What's your name, mate?
Bailey Mitchell.
My name's Brian. Get up, excellent. What do you got to say about the Neat?
It was not the best performance, but we got through in the end. Doesn't matter how we got through. Alright, brilliant, fantastic.
And this season?
This season, I think all Geordies are on cloud 9. We're on cloud 9. May long it continue to something as that. Can I say any more? Miggy's come to his own now, isn't he? Oh, it's
Unbelievable.
Yeah,
unbelievable. Thank you, mate.
Let's hope Mickey doesn't play like Grealish.
I think we have a chance to beat Chelsea, but I think it'll be harder than people expect. I think we're the favourites for the first time, and I think Chelsea will know that, and I think they're actually going to come and play at St James's like some of the some of the smaller sides have done this season. I think they're going to come and frustrate us rather than impose their own game plan, and I think it's whether or not we can actually break them down. I think it's the first time Chelsea are going to come here scared. It's whether or not we can take advantage of that and actually press our game onto them. I think they'll know that, and I think Graham Potter will know that with the injuries he's got to the squad, the players that are looking at the World Cup. I think they're going to come here, and I think I actually think they're going to park the bus, and I think they're going to look for us to come on. I think they'd be happy to go away from St James's with a point. Tonight showed, if anything, showed to me that despite the fact that our first team squad is amazing and is performing well above the standards that anyone thought, we're still lacking in depth. I think the fringe players in the squad, players were trying things that they shouldn't have done, like Shelby, Wood. It showed a lot of the limitations of the fringe of the squad, and I think, if I'm honest, it shows the owners that there's still investment needed in the kind of overall squad in January and in the summer. Because if we have a few key injuries in the second half of the season, there's no way we can keep up the levels that we've had for the last 5-6 weeks, if I'm honest.
So this season, I think what we're doing more than we expected. We shouldn't be here. We're doing good. Tonight's game is forgotten about now. We're through, and this is the year to book your tickets to London, because unless you get Man City, you're winning it.
Chelsea are doing so well.
We are the favourites for the first time.
Thank Christ for that.
Exactly.
Do you reckon we're going to do it? I think.
100%.
They're on the Newcastle wanting Pulisic. We didn't want him.
Gonna need him, man.
We didn't need him. We want something better, man. We've had a great season so far. We went down to Southampton just a weekend there. We had a great weekend, and we're good with it again. And I tell you what, Eddie Howe is magic. Fantastic.
I missed the Tottenham game away, so my last 2 away games have been 4-1. So I'm going to Leicester on Boxing Day, the next one, 4-1 again. Come on, to Norway!